Testes, testes. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Ooh, metal railings are hot. What's up, Atticus, J Dog? See how many people pop in here. Of course, someone's cutting their grass. What's everybody doing? No selfie stick today. I'm just carrying my phone around. Is anybody out there? Audio is low. See, I think it might be using this headset here. I might have to take this headset off. I don't really need a headset. I was just trying it for the mic. Here, tell me if the audio gets better when I take this out. Okay, how about now? It might be better without the headphones. I was using it because it has a mic on it. How's the audio now? Same, better, worse? Simon! No, you're like third. See, it says number 3 by you. I kind of missed the selfie stick. Better? Alright, so this microphone doesn't do good. Thank you. Alright, now I want the selfie stick. Yeah. I didn't realize how much better the microphone is on this thing. There's Parker. Where you going, Parker? You think I don't know you? What are you doing? Parker. Parker. So let's run and get the selfie stick real quick. There's Blaise. How you doing, Blaise? What are you doing, Blaise? You want to be on TV? Say hi. There you have it, the exciting Mr. Blaise. There you have it, the exciting Mr. Blaise. There you go, I'm watching my own show. What's happening, everybody? We're gonna go head out to the garden now. Actually, we could check on these plants. A little basil action going here. I already trimmed it down, so it was a little buffier. Can hear you fine, couldn't see anyone else in the chat. Oh, what's up? Is that Simon? The Simon? The Jiggly Simon? That one's a little better. They're looking a little cucky today, a little dry. I might have to water them. Let's see, this one's flowering. So we want to nip that fucker in the bud. Son of the beach. There's Blaise again, there's Parker. What are you yelling about? Are you kidding me? What's up, everybody? I'm trying to find some damn scissors. I got a bunch of shears outside to cut things outside. Now I come here and I need scissors. Where was that? Oh, that was right here. I actually got a bunch of basil right now. That one's pretty good, but I can harvest some. Some of these bigger leaves can come with me because you see how it's starting to reach towards the sun. I'll flip them. These are just extra basil. I bought one whole flat of basil, just the main ingredient. Joey, stick around. Mitch, what's up, Mitch? So I'm flipping all these around so I'll get a little more sun. And the big leaves, I'll show you what I'm doing with them. There's. What are you doing? You think you're going outside? What are you doing? Blaise, you're on TV. He's not very photogenic. Here's all of our basil. So I'll throw that right in there. I didn't wash it, but I'll flip it over because it's still kind of wet. Dry it all out. And once it's dry, we're crumbling it up into a dust. We have our oregano. I gotta pick the branches out. And some basil that I'm drying out. Hey, Mrs. Green Thumb! Butterflies here, Mitch, Reaper. Mrs. Green Thumb, you finally get to see my little operation. There's my garden. Yay! We're gonna go out there and check it out in a minute. I got 2 raised garden beds now. You guys get to see what I see out my back window every day. The grass is freshly cut too, so it's really nice. It's not that kind of green, Joey or Gav. So we're drying out all kinds of basil. Get all the twigs and stuff out of there in a little bit. And there's Blaise. What you doing, buddy? Gonna be on TV? You gonna be on YouTube? Hey, you gonna be a big YouTube star? Mr. Excitement. Alright, so we got those 4 little plants taken care of. I'm excited because Omni-Fiber's coming soon. So I cleaned out the basement. Omni-Fiber can put their junk over there and get rocking. I'm going to show you a place where I want to run this thing. This is my RC car I haven't messed with in years because this is broken, so it can't charge. Too hot for YouTube. Yeah, that's Blaise the cat. So I'll show you why I want to get this running again. We got my itch for, and this thing's a beast, man. I forget how much it was, $150 or something. Only used it maybe 7 or 8 times. Blade charge. So let's get right to it. I'm going to show you exactly what I was going to use that for, since we got a nice little crowd here. You like Blaise the cat? Every time I rewatch these shows, it looks so grainy. I don't like it, but it looks fine when I'm live, to me. Oh, there's a groundhog. So I had these lights, and I went out Went out. Went to Amazon and got these lights just to light up the path a little more. I ordered more. I made myself a little bungalow here with the old lights that don't work because I want to protect these things. We got a lot of berries this year. And I've never had this many berries. I might actually have a whole bowl of blackberries to have. And I was just going to put aluminum foil on the top of the stakes, but I realized these old lights that don't work make a nice little canopy. I just want to keep the birds out or else all these would be gone. Name the groundhog. Flashing his... So yeah, I just planted the... Oh, here comes the damn sun. We gotta get in the shade. I just planted these zucchini and the green beans because I didn't know if that planter bed was going to do really well, and it did. So I bought this planter bed, Amazon, about $100. Very compact because it all sits together and it's pretty sturdy. So I went I've been cardboard first on the bottom for the first layer, and then a bunch of sticks from the woods. Then I went peat moss, cow manure, compost, cow manure, and then the top 12 inches are organic soil. Odds in the house. Yeah, it's like $109 or something like that. And I didn't want to do a wood one because I was afraid. Right on Amazon, and it has this rubber coating that protects the top of the metal, which is nice. And it was very easy to put together. I mean, I sat right here in the fake grass and just hand screwed all of them and tightened them. They're just wing nuts on the back end. But we'll see how the green beans do. Yeah, $109.99 I think for the plant. And what I wanted, because there was a lot of planter beds out there, but I wanted one that, as you see, is real deep. So like I wanted one where I can put a lot of actual soil above the other stuff. So these are, I think, 24 tall. So yeah, the garden used to be a lot bigger. So when I started, I just dug this out from here all the way down. This was all garden. And I just planted a bunch of food. And I realized everything wasn't growing really well. So I made this part a patio. And then made a smaller garden. And I realized it wasn't growing in the ground at all anyway. So I had to do the raised planter beds. But let's go inside. I've pruned these tomatoes down, gotten really thick. I've never had tomatoes this big in this garden. Normally they grow a foot or two and I get 1 or 2 tomatoes on each. These basil plants were huge bush. I just trimmed those. I just trimmed the marigolds too, which are the companions. They're doing okay, but these marigolds not so much. They're all dead. And my favorite addition to the garden this year is the bench. So I have a little bench I could sit. But I decided to put some of these lights up on poles to have like more lighting. It's really cool in the evening. I should do a night stream once out here before the bugs start coming. So I did the same. I trimmed these down. This basil plant was a huge bush. So look at all the tomatoes we got already. We had a nice little layer of first group of tomatoes, and I already got a second group of tomatoes starting to grow. So we are getting a nice bit more tomatoes than we've had in a while. Hot fire rose. Oh yeah, me too. Temperature's about 90 degrees right now. So what do you think, Mrs. Green Thumb? Do I get your approval? It's not doing great. Like my kohlrabies down here, my kohlrabi, I trimmed all the leaves off of them because bugs were getting at them. And I already lost 2. Does everybody know what this is? This is what most people think is just a weed. It's called purslane. It's really healthy. Amino acids. It has a bunch of antioxidants. It's good for putting. It's like a rubbery like flower, rubbery leaf. Purslane. They say it's real. It's grown right. It's grown as a weed. They say put it in your salad. Stuff like that. Very healthy. Just a plant growing in my berry plants back here aren't doing that great. Their companions aren't. And now, see, now rhubarb is something you guys wanted me to try. And the rhubarb plant is kind of drying up. It's not doing good. But look at our tomatoes. Look at that. We got one right here, ready to pick. Look at that. It's our first live pick tomato. But look at all these little tomatoes we're getting already on here too. So the lemon tomatoes, well, they're more orange tomatoes. Or cabbage. You guys wanted me to try cabbage. I know bugs are going to get at them. You can see the holes. And, oh, we got an asparagus spear. Look at that. We got asparagus. This is year 3, I believe. There's another asparagus. Those are like overnight. I've been sitting here with these stupid looking trees for a while waiting for asparagus. We got asparagus. Look at that penile looking thing popping out of the dirt. Hey, we're back. I had to come inside because the phone overheated. I got a little guest with me. You guys can see Parker. Let's get his phone over here a little more. There she is. What are you doing, Parker? This is more like the garden and cat show. Trying to take over my show, Parker. You guys still here? It got hot. Alright, J-Dog saw the cat, so I guess you're still here. Man, it doesn't take long for the phone to overheat out there, man. I hate that. So what's up, Parker? She came to sit with me. Odds is still here. But his name is Hunter. I have a Parker, but his name is Hunter. You mean you have a cat that's like this? She never does this, though. It's not like this super friendly. Come up and sit on the couch with me. Huh, Parker? Blaise didn't want no TV time. Parker's all about it. What are you gonna do, sit there and take a bath? Well, we're gonna let the phone cool down for a minute. I've decided to start to sell some of my shirts and jerseys and stuff. So I have a bunch of jerseys I'm gonna be selling. I have Young Bush, Reggie Bush. There's a Tony Dorsett. What else? That's a Randy Moss, Raiders Randy Moss. I'll never wear these shirts, jerseys anymore. I collected them for a while. Now I'm like, if I wear a jersey, it's going to be a Steeler jersey. If I wear something that's not a Steeler jersey, then people will be mad at me. These basketball ones over here I'm selling to. Arizona, Pitt, Cincinnati, UCLA, Indiana. Some of them my belly doesn't fit anymore. My cats are affectionate. What does she want? What do you want, Parker? Why did you come and sit here? You want my tomato that I just harvested? You want to have breakfast with me? Bucks jersey? It's an old Buccaneer jersey. Where I had one in here. Where'd it go? This? Eric Rhett? Cowboys jersey? Yeah, look. He's from Pitt, but I got it in a lot of jerseys. This is a Tony Dorsett, man. Look, it's stitched too. Tony Dorsett, baby. I don't want it. I'll never wear it. I got it because it was a Pitt guy, and I figured if I ever got like one of his cards, I could pair it together. Oh, there she goes. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going, Parker? You gonna go poop? Parker's all about the show today. I think we probably go back out. Lost a bunch of viewers with that. I'm gonna make sure to wash this thing off real good. We got ourselves a tomato. Raptors jersey. I have one, and I'm not parting with that. It's my Vince Carter jersey. I don't think I'm parting with. There she is, the movie star. What are you doing, movie star? Where are we going? Where are we going, movie star? You gonna jump up? Get up. Where are we going? Where are we going, movie star? Lady Devil, what's up? My cat's the star of the show right now. What are you doing, Parker? You think I can't view you under there? I see you. Yeah, she's looking for affection. Look at her. Look at you. Yeah, the garden streams turn into a cat stream. Hey, people put more random stuff on these vertical lives than this. Just laying in bed or sitting around watching TV, playing games. Why not come check out what my cat's doing? Sometimes cats do silly things. She's all about that thing right now, I'll tell you that much. Parker, are you starving for affection? You're definitely not neglected at home. What's up, Jesse? There's my kitty. Parker parkour. What are you doing, Parker? You got two of them over there. Look, there's like a perfect amount of light coming from the back door. I should just leave my stream up like this for like 8 hours and see how many views I get. Just do a vertical stream and let it roll. How you doing, Jesse? Joey, hey guys, I started working on the mixed tag teams. I thought about maybe doing a stream. Maybe I'll do it later on tonight. And just do a stream where we go through the mixed tag team entrances and moves and pick them for you guys. That's right. Scratch it up, cat. She is hyper. I should get her some catnip. Parker parkour. She doesn't even need catnip. I don't know what she's going ballistic over here for. You putting on a show? That's what this channel has turned into? A cat just starving for attention? Parker. There she is, Miss Excitement, Parker. So we harvested, second tomato. I already had one of these, so I can't say this is the first one, but it's the first one I'm eating on the air. This is our mukbang. I don't do mukbangs. I don't like to watch people eat. I think it's gross. Especially when they're and all that shit. Yeah, I think that's what got me thinking about it, Crimson. I got a couple people that sent me mixed tag stuff, so I figured maybe I'll just do a stream. Because it's tough to remember what all the moves are and what the entrances are unless you're actually in the game or watching it. Oh, maybe I can get this to stand up here. That would be nice. Until we go back outside. What else you guys got on the plate for today? I kind of like this down here. We have that light there and this light here. So the lighting's not bad. My old monkey wrench banner from the band. Actually, they got that banner when I left. Or when I was... When I was yeah, when we stopped using it. I think come here, Parker. Come back up here. So I started working on... Because I realized in the universe you can put the mix tags in a separate section. So I figured I'd put those in a separate section. I didn't do any of the entrances or the moves, but I put all the teams in there. We have 10 mixed tag teams. If you have more, if you have a team that formed, just let me know. It's all basically up to how those matches go. Oh, that's my band. My band was Monkey Wrench. Monkey Wrench. And there's a white zombie poster. And look who's back. Look who's back. Back again. Parker's back. You're so friendly today. Why are you so being so friendly? You gonna perform for the TV for all the fans? Are you gonna perform for the fans, Parker? What are you doing? See, I treat my cats like dogs. They're, that's my dog. Look, look at her. You know, I rough them up like a dog. So I always wanted dogs. I'm allergic to them, so I got my cats. I rough them up like a dog. Look at this. What you doing, kitty? Look at my pretty kitty. That's my girl, Parker. Cowboy John. Yeah, I got the drum reference. Uh, so right now we're in the cat stage of the video. The third cat stage of the video. Parker wants attention, it's called. Parker, you want attention? Is that what you want? Ooh, I got her to hiss. Are you mad at me? Did you guys hear that hiss? Shadow Man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Me and J Dog been working on that for the past week. So I figured we were calling him the inanimate J Dog for a while. And because this angle took off, it was supposed to only be for like a week. But it turned out being a little better, so we stretched it out a little more. Got Frost Freeman in and over a little bit. And well, you guys were guessing everybody but J Dog, which is good. And I was hoping you didn't give it away, and we didn't. But now I'm thinking just calling him Shadow Man J Dog. I think adopting the Shadow Man name to J Dog's persona makes sense now. He's kind of earned it. And he just beat the world champ. We'll see how that goes. You guys ready to go back outside? My kids have a couple cats. They rough up and toss them around like a sack of potatoes. Yeah, he's got his little house and a little scratching post there, and the other scratching post that he was scratching on. She. So we're going to try that out on Thursday, the mixed tag stuff. There we go. Wrench. White zombie wrench. Yeah, that's what I mean by like, there's still a couple people that aren't back yet and they're not on the roster, but they're on the roster because either they're having trouble with their characters or don't have the game or no one created them yet. So when they come back, that's what I mean by storylining people back in. Obviously not the same overdone, overcooked, masked man thing that I've done a million times, but maybe something a little different. But that's a interesting way because, mine's mostly events. My company's mostly events, trying to be the champion, not as much story, but we do a lot of story attached to what we're doing. And a lot of times it's based on the event that we're doing. Like game night's always fun. Game night was a blast. I forgot to do the name that tune thing. But game night was fun. That's always fun. Atticus, your game night grand prize winner. Still trying to think of things for the chat too, because I like the chat rankings. I just don't want to do something too elaborate because if they take that away, then it's gone. Speaking of something that's gone and then back again. See, in the wintertime, they don't hang down here because it gets too cold and it's mostly concrete. Like it down here now, huh, Parks? She's normally the one that if someone does come over or a maintenance guy or anything, she's hiding. And now she's all about hanging out. Cool, that's cool. Crimson. Shadow Man, J Dog. Yeah, I kind of I want to adapt the Shadow Man name for J Dog's persona now. So make him like a guy who lurks in the shadows. Look at this. Whoa. You're being nice to me. I'm not going to be that mean. You're actually sitting with me. That's pretty cool. Huh? Kitty. Parker. Parker. Somebody. It's me. I say I'm not going to rough you up, and then the next thing I do is rough her up. Yeah, shake it off, kitty. Good girl. Yeah, look, she wants to love. It's all about kitties today on the Blaise Radio Network. For you and Andy's team. A lot of I feel weird about the AI logos because those logos I didn't really create. I'm just typing in words and it pops up. Now, if I create 3 of them and combine them into a logo, that's more original. But if I just type in, like the disillusion one, Atticus wanted, it's just a word in one of those heavy metal fonts. I was just like, make me a logo, dark metal, for a team called Disillusion, and there it was. I hear you, says Crimson Ninja. I hope so. So, like, the AI ones, I don't really feel like they're mine, but I know you kind of have the rights to them when you create them there. Because I'm pretty sure some of the free ones are so basic. If you go back there and ask for the same thing later on, you'll probably get the same logo. I've noticed that on some of them. I use AI to get a base of what I want, then go, yeah, that's kind of what I like doing, because that does really make it yours. If you add, like, your own logo to it, your font to it, or add something of yours to it. See, these green beans up front look, they're trying to hang on there. But last 2 days were close to 100 degrees. But we did get rain. We did get rain, so I think that helped. It was pretty expensive to fill this container up. Obviously, the cardboard was what the box came in. Then the sticks were in the woods back there, which we're about to go back in the woods. Should start wearing the mid-2006ers logo hat. Well, if you get me one, Joey, I'll wear it. AI saves me time and money, so I'm grateful for those times considering I have small monies at the moment. Yeah, it does make things a lot easier. Because, like, instead of me, like, I'm one of those old graphic designers that was Mr. Font Pack. And I still have over, 10,000 fonts or whatever that I load into my Corel Draw. I was never a Photoshop guy. I got a free version of Corel Draw when I was in college. It was $400 software. So I learned Corel Draw, which is basically like Photoshop. You can do all the same things. Weather change getting on your nerves. I mean, it's kind of leveled off now. It's just summer's here. But I showed some of the changes in the garden. Like the new lights on the side. And I kind of rigged a canopy here to protect those berries. But this, look at this mint. Remember you guys wanted mint? Look how crazy the mint is. It's going to start growing over the container, which I think is pretty damn cool. I'm going to have to harvest it again. That is mojito mint and peppermint. And there's so much of it. Look how big this bush is. Oh, it's got all kinds of, bugs. Lots of bugs. What are all these bugs doing down here? Ooh, mushrooms like crazy. There's a fungus among us. Yes, I live by a hospital. All these little bugs. I gotta spray this with 7. All these little bugs and all these mushrooms. Why are there so many mushrooms? You guys see all that? Oh, the mushrooms what's bringing the bugs? I thought I know I'm using stuff with probably mushroom compost in it and stuff, so I don't mind seeing some mushrooms. But look at this. Oh man, it smells like peppermint so much. And real quick, we got trying to bloom hydrangea. Now here's what they look like before they're pruned. These are the basil plants before they're pruned. And here's the basil plants once I prune them. So I just pruned all those and pruned all those. Look at that, we finally got a hydrangea bloom. We're gonna sit by our little hydrangea flower. Oh, 106. Excuse me. So we got our first hydrangea flower. How nice is that? I mean, they had a bunch of flowers when I bought them. The thyme is doing pretty good. Lemon thyme. Between that peppermint and this lemon thyme, this part of the garden smells phenomenal. Oregano, basil. These creeping flowers over here do pretty good. Look how far they've climbed up already. This one's almost all the way up. Let's see this one. You can see all the flowers getting ready to bud. Look how many. Look at all this. This is growing like crazy. This has got to be woven back through here, man. We gotta get the vine climb on. Look at this one, should be long enough to climb. This one's long enough to get all the way up to here. Holy crap. Look at that. And this is a brand new flower. I forget what it's called. Thunbergia. But all those little leaves down there and coming up here, look at all the new growth. So that flower is working out really well. We're going to prune down those two. Let's get in the shade before we overheat. At a different angle. So the second flower bed, we're going to see how it goes. I got my sage bush that I moved, and my sage bush was over there. I just had 3 marigolds and a sage bush there, and I had nothing to plant. But when I saw how this thing was growing, I figured, why not get a second bed and do that? Hell, if these berries keep doing this bullshit, there might be a third bed there. I mean, I think I had just enough room to put a third bed right there. And just work out of these 3 beds. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go check out the woods. Pepper plants, I'm still worried about them. They're nice and tall. When the stalks turn black is when I've seen them kind of like die off. I trimmed off the marigolds in there too to hopefully they'll start to flower more. But those tomato plants, look how tall they are. I mean, you're starting a couple feet off the ground first, but still. They're about 6 foot tall right now. 4. I can't believe those little gnats that were all in that peppermint. We got so many berries in there this year, that blackberry bush. That's phenomenal. Then these berries, very suspect. I don't know if they're going to make it or not. I just tried to put them down here because they didn't grow somewhere else. I can't believe we got an asparagus spear. Let's go check out what happened down here. Look at that grass. Nice lines all cut. Ooh, the grass is looking good, man. Look at that. So here's my new little oasis. You can still see the tracks from the machine. Those are slowly going away from the grass growing in. And all this vegetation is going to start growing back, but right now we just got dirt. I'll start chopping these vines out of the ground. I did it on that side, I'll have to do it on this side. The gnats are horrible this year. Suspect berries. But all this, like now you see why I want to get that RC car back out. I mean, over here, see, I had this pond. I was going to do one of those ponds. Actually had it up by the house, but it's just, that's a lot of maintenance to keep those ponds going. There's a berry plant there trying to survive. And our tires, all of our drainage, a slide, a couple garbage cans, some leftover green, fake green. And here's where most of the trees that we took down went. But like this whole driveway is now all cleared. Back up into my yard. Look at that. Next year when I show this, it'll be all green there. So I don't know, part of me was thinking move the shed back to here, level this off and move the shed back to here. I mean, unless someone comes in here and claims it, I don't see any reason why I couldn't. So instead of having to relocate that shed up, maybe if I level this off here, I can move it back down here, which technically is not my property. Well, there's a pole right here that marks my property line. So my property line is pretty much about splits that tree down half. It's like almost half of that tree. Now, as far as I know back here, I think my property line ends right behind that bush. So like, I don't think his shed is on his property. So that's the only thing I was thinking. Take the shed, move it to right there. Possibly. We'll see how it goes. Got the pool back up and running. Send him to the shed, Joey says. It's hot. It is hot. That's such a great little... See, that's what he did with his little open area. He made a freaking hangout place. Fire pit, chairs, picnic tables and shit. I want to see how their garden's doing. I'm gonna stick my hand in the pool. I'm gonna stick my damn head in that pool. Normally I see the groundhog when I come over here. Their groundhog lives under here. Their groundhog lives under there. Look at their garden already. Look at that shit. Look at their zucchini plants. And their cucumbers. Just planted them 2 weeks ago. Dude's over here trimming this. That's where the critters are. There's the railing from his old pool that doesn't work now. Never get this. See it what the deer do to these trees? Look at that. It's kind of like it's in unison, so it kind of looks like it's meant to be. It makes them all look like a bunch of butt plugs or something. I don't know. But these trees should be like that wall over there, but they're not. Deer come and rub up against them. I do have that stuff I sprinkle over there to keep them away, but yeah, we'll see what we do with our new little area here. Oh, there's groundhog. What's he doing? He doesn't see us. We got groundhog action, people. I feel like Bill Murray in Caddyshack. Come here, little critter. Come here, you little critter getter. I'm gonna get you, little critter getter. He's right around the corner up here, guys. He's gonna try to run underneath the shed right there. You guys ready? Come here, little critter. Come here, you little crazy critter. Oh, he's underneath the shed. Underneath the deck. What are you doing underneath the deck up there, prairie dog? Groundhog, I see you, groundhog. I see you, groundhog. I followed you all the way over here. I see you, groundhog. Where are you going? I see you, groundhog. You guys see that groundhog? I mentioned how nice the grass looks. You see that groundhog? Gary Barrett's in the house. What's happening? Yeah, they live under there. They think they slick, Mr. Groundhog. Man, it is getting hot. What's for dinner? What's for lunch? What's for breakfast? I just had a tomato for breakfast. It was phenomenal. Actually want to have a BLT for lunch. But I wish some of these tomatoes were ready. I got little red tomatoes, little cherry grape tomatoes inside the house I could use. But we got maters. We got big thing of tomatoes here. Look at all those tomatoes down there. So we got a bunch of tomatoes. I've trimmed a bunch from under there. That's not like an animal eating that stuff or anything. I've trimmed to make it grow up, feed the fruit. Rhubarb, I don't know, guys. If this rhubarb is going to make it. Maybe next year we'll put one of the rhubarbs in a planter bed. But you see these little grape tomatoes here coming up everywhere. Yeah, buddy. We got little bunches everywhere. Love it. There's a couple more down there that look like they're about ready to eat. There's one right there that looks like it's about ready to eat. I'm starting to sweat, and here's our green beans. Those green beans start growing, they'll be out here all the time. And zucchini, if we can get our zucchini looking halfway like the neighbors, that'd be great. And I already showed you this. I used the old broken lights to make a canopy and shield the birds. So I don't want birds eating all these berries. We finally got a bunch of berries here. Look at all them. I forget where I put my damn Gatorade. Whew. It is hot. Like watching a groundhog hunter. I knew he was up there. I knew he was there. He ran, he scurried. I'm really happy with the planter beds though. I mean, I'm wondering, we got one pepper out of our, we lost the pepper plant. So we're down to 3, 4, 5 pepper plants. 2 are banana pepper, 3 are green pepper. We had 4, but one totally gone. 30 degrees there. It's 1,000,000 degrees here. Is it like 40? What's that? So like 70 degrees? What's 30? 30 Celsius is how much? What's the difference? Is it like 40 the difference or something? So I'm hoping to have some green peppers. I would love to be able to. That's the whole idea would be to be able to make a salad from right back here. But growing lettuce is tough because of how bugs eat that stuff. I'm obviously having issues with some bugs. I don't know how to stop that mushroom growth on this guy. I mean, look at it's growing fantastic. 86, so it's 56 degrees difference. 56 numbers, I should say. So you got all that mint growing out of that pot, but there's a bunch of mushrooms and a ton of little gnats inside of it, which it doesn't look like it's hurting the plant. Maybe the gnats are going after the mushrooms, because that plant is healthy as hell, man, and it's growing. Our basil's growing really good. We got a lot of success stories. I've harvested oregano twice, basil twice. Technically not even done with basil. I got to do those 2 plants. It's just muggy where it starts to like bring you down. Like tiring heat. Not like happy, fun heat. But I mean, I think I've sunken in about $500 this year for the garden. And that's 2 new planter bed, new rock, everything that goes in the planter bed you only have to buy once, really. I mean, I'll buy a little bit of dirt each year. That's why I stopped near the top. Didn't really over fill it at first. But for about 110 bucks each. I was worried about wood ones with bees that are boreholes. I know some of them are treated or whatnot, but I was worried about those. So I didn't get, oh, there's a breeze. It feels great. Oh, I didn't tell you, I saw Chippy in the garden the other day. He was in the drainage pipe underneath the bench. Which, that's what I thought about the bench, and I started looking up benches. And then I realized my mother had one she wasn't even using. So let's pick these tomatoes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 good tomatoes. Look at that. So now we have a bench, and it's so perfect to be able to sit on the bench in there. Actually, while we got this overcast, let's sit on the bench. See what I was talking about with the rhubarb. We're getting new stems of rhubarb, but I don't know, maybe it'll still turn green. I mean, red. That one part is pretty big and thick. Maybe that's what she said. It's just these kind of leaves here that are crumbling up. That's kind of worrying me. What's up, R-Man? But we'll see. I got a lot of mini tomatoes growing well. Oh, fly, get off of my one berry. The fly is going to eat my one berry. Oh, he's back for it. He wants my berry. Get out of here. Hey, we got some tomatoes. Well, if you've been watching for the last couple years, I haven't really had a lot of food to eat from the garden. The garden hasn't done well the last couple years. I mean, I expected more flies and stuff because I just filled this garden up with tons of manure in these planter beds. So yeah, the chipmunk was in that little tunnel. And he squeezed right down into that little hole and got into the tunnel. I was wondering how he got in, but there's a million little ways he could squeak in here. There's no way of keeping a chipmunk out of here. So now we wait for harvesting of these tomatoes. They're going to start to turn. So maybe a couple more weeks, we'll have our first harvest of tomatoes. And we already have the second harvest up in here that are starting to grow. We got a little one there. Peppers are suspect, man. We got all the flowers and buds, but you see them falling out. They're all down there. Ivy cleaned up most of them. There's a lot of buds, but I'm not getting actual fruit yet. So we'll see. There's one right over here. So we have one here, so there is hope. We have a pepper right there, so there's hope for peppers. Tomatoes, like I said, on this side, same thing. And then green beans, hopefully we'll have a nice little bush with these 4. If I have to put a stalk in the middle, I can do that. But this should make a nice little bush of green beans that I come out and pick. These, I'm counting on losing 2 of these. These never grow good for me. So I'm guessing I lose 2 of these. We'll see. And that beetle that's in the thumbnail, I found in this planter bed yesterday, right over here. And I don't know if it was buried in there or what, but you see a couple little holes. I don't know what this, what came out of that fucking hole. Or maybe birds are pecking things out of the dirt. But we'll see if we get any zucchini here. I'm really disappointed in these marigolds. There should be a row of yellow flowers going down there. So you take the good with the bad, I guess, and that's the bad. The sagebush has made it through like 3 winters. Oh, we getting a blueberry? No, I thought that was a blueberry. No blueberry over there. We got a lot of blackberries, and now we have this little shroud for them to grow under. I'll probably start to have to trim the top a little bit, keep it from growing anymore, and make it could get more bushier. Hopefully. And I'm not going to trim it down as much next year either. And see what happens. Alright, there you go. We got the herb garden doing really well. Might need to water that. Fill up the bird bath. The new planter bed, yay! Abdul Franklin odds, that's our man. A lot of promise over here in this middle guy. We'll hope it keeps up. And we'll see how the rhubarb, those little cherry tomatoes are already a hit. I got 4 more here for lunch. Probably throw some bacon in the oven and make a BLT. And when I'm done with that, I'm gonna come back out here and we'll prune these. We're gonna make these look like these. These. We're gonna make these. See that basil? We're gonna make it look like these. Shorter and all the big leaves gone. We're gonna dry out all these big leaves. And it is so hot, we gotta fill up this bird bath for the birds. Look at my oregano coming back already. Fabulous. There's more of that purslane. I might let that grow. It's a weed, but it's so healthy. I'm trying to remember the other benefits of it. My memory's ass. I don't know. Let's get groundhog hunting again. Maybe them groundhogs come back around, think they own this place. They got leaves dropping everywhere, messing up my newly cut lawn. Where you at, you big fat rat? Where you at, you big rat? He gone. Alright people, 360 of my whole entire backyard. I'm glad I could share it with you guys. I cut their backyard just so it doesn't grow 2 feet and I have their weeds into my yard and it looks so much nicer. We have a new clearing back there. That's going to be fun. Might move the shed. I don't know. Grass looking phenomenal. Garden popping this year, man. So far so good. I don't want to get too excited until I can start making BLTs with my own tomatoes. A GLT, yeah. I actually did kill a groundhog in this garden the second year I was here. It found a way in the garden and it couldn't get out. So a lot of people don't use their 2-iron in their golf club set. A lot of people don't use the 2-iron. I used the 2-iron and killed a groundhog. It filled up my entire my wheelbarrow. It was huge. And I just tried to whack it once in the head and kill it. But of course it didn't die with one whack to the head. I had to bludgeon it a little bit to kill it. But I had to kill that groundhog because it was literally in my garden. And we got our first hydrangea bloom of the season. Yay. It's not perfect, but it's mine. Air conditioner is on. I thought about turning it off, but I'm gonna need it today. So we are going to go downhill, sit right here, and end the stream. IW and Dubs, all the Dubs are here. So we got breakfast and lunch here now. Working wanted to stop by factory, garden estimating, and help. Yeah, so far. I don't like to get too excited about it. We do have, look at gumballs, tomatoes, little orange tomatoes. Eating right out of your own garden. It's so rewarding. Look just like little gumballs, don't they? Taste like tomatoes. You see my balls? See my eyes? See my nips? That's gonna be it, guys. We scored. I got a dirty nail from digging in the dirt. I'm not wearing gloves. We scored, people. I got a dirty nail here from digging in the dirt. Digging in the dirt. Bologna sandwich. Ugh. It's a flat hot dog. You know that's what bologna is, right? There's that damn groundhog again. Sticking his head out. Look at this guy. He thinks we don't see him. He thinks if he don't move, we don't know he's there. Oh, wow. It just got really fuzzy. What are you doing, buddy? You think I don't see you? A hard time keeping this thing steady. I see you, you groundhog. You want a piece of me? Maybe if I back it up. You want to test me, Mr. Groundhog? Peckers and lips. Uh-oh, the bird's confronting. Oh, there's two of them now. There's a bird confronting them. He went around the other side. There he is. Get back in there. Look at you, sticking your little face out. You think I can't see you? I can see you. And there he goes. All right, people. 360. It's better than me do it this way, right? From the backyard. This has been fun. I'm gonna go before I get dizzy. Go make me a beer. I'm glad you guys joined me for the stream today. Be back again next week. I might do a stream later on, like I said, to do the mixed tag stuff for people. For the Thursday shows, mixed tags. And I'll see you in the streams, people. I'm out of here. Hopefully you're not getting dizzy, because I am. Getting a little dizzy. Maybe not a good idea. Can't wait till the McRib comes back. Woo! All right, guys. I'm out of here. Oh, man.